hideout queue. Our leader comes down pit road. We're back in Wilkesboro, and Jeff Bodine will get 4 fresh Hoosier tires, radial tires, as they pull the Jack. Good pit stop for Paul Andrews, Danny Glad and company, as he is down and away in less than 18 seconds for the Exide Batteries Ford. And it has been his race to date, 212 laps in the books. And Bodine looks like he may have the car to beat, or definitely, I should say may. He definitely has the car to beat.
Yeah, I tell you what, they're going to have to pack their lunch. They're going to beat this 7 car today. Started 18th and didn't take him long to get to the front.
Well, here's the car number 28 zipping by the car number 2 of Rusty Wallace. That's Kenny Wallace. And look on the back of that Haviland car. It says, "Get well, Ernie." Well, why don't we give him a personal get well? We're being joined right now by Ernie Irvin from his home in Concord. Ernie, partner, we loved hearing from you last week, but it was great news to hear that you have finally gone home.
Yeah, it's definitely great. You know, I got to go home about 3 days early, and things are going really good for us.
What do you think of the race, Ernie?
Well, it's kind of stunk up right now.
It is stunk up, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. I kind of stunk that race up last time there, but didn't win it, but I had a good run.
You did have a great run. And there you see the 28 car. How's it feel watching that 28 go around the racetrack? Pretty tough, ain't it, bud?
Pretty sickening.
Yeah.
But, you know, Kenny's doing a good job, and, you know, those guys are great racers, and, you know, they need to have that. You know, they're gonna go on to maybe win them a race this year, and Kenny's gonna do it.
Here's a battle between the 6 car and the 1 car for 5th position as Rick Mass goes by and takes the 5th spot away from Mark Martin back in 6th position.
Ernie, do you still go back in for some therapy?
Yeah, I'll go back in one day next week, and then I'll go back in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for therapy. So, you know, it's not too bad, and then I'll do a workout program 5 days a week at a local gym here in Concord.
You are pretty weak, aren't you, Ernie?
Yeah, you know, I've never been this weak before. I don't even think when I was born this week.
Ernie, now that you've had a chance to get home, are you aware of the outpouring of emotion? How many millions of people from all different walks of life around the country were pulling for you?
I tell you, you know, it's just been, it's phenomenal to know everything and to just, you know, I went through the fan club and to see the stuff and go through my bush shop and to see all the stuff. And everybody that talks to me just keeps telling me everywhere they go, they keep trying to ask about how I'm doing. So, you know, it's been a great thing that's happened to me as far as knowing how good the fans are and what Winston Cup racing is all like.
You mentioned the Busch car, going over to the Busch shop. You're going to be a car owner next week and run your Busch car.
Yeah, we got another race we have to run for Mac Tools, and Todd Bodine's going to drive the car there, and looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to sitting out, but I'm looking forward to getting that race in.
Ernie, while you were in the hospital, Mark Martin drove your Busch car at Bristol, Tennessee. He said, "No wonder Ernie couldn't beat me this year. This car is terrible."
Yeah, well, that was a different type of car than Mark is normally running, so I think it would have been better if I could have been there and helped him. But you know, Mark's been a great friend, and he calls 2 or 3 times a week, and we had a pretty good conversation last night about his chassis here today, and evidently I didn't hit him on the right thing.
Well, he's not bad, but he's not the best either.
Yeah, he's struggling a little bit. But, Ernie, you know, that's one good thing about this sport as you watch Dale Earnhardt now is this car moving pretty well, passing Lake Speed. Although you guys are competitors every Sunday, there is a tremendously close relationship between all the drivers, among the drivers.
There is. You know, I don't think there's been somebody that hasn't called from everything in Winston Cup racing. And, you know, whether it's a crew chief or and continuing on about all the guys, it's been everything. You know, I mean, every phone call and everybody's wishing I'd be able to get back. And I'm really looking forward to making a showing there at Charlotte. You know, getting to see all my friends.
Well, Ernie, I'll see you over there this week. How's that, bud?
Okay, I'll be there on Wednesday.
We look forward to that.
I'll be there too, bud. We'll see you then.
Give our best to Kim and Jordan and the family. We all wish you a speedy recovery, big guy.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Godspeed.
Okay, here Jeff Bodine is putting a lap on Jeff Burton. Burton is in 9th position at the moment.
Let's check in with Bill Weber on the Jeff Bodine situation. Bill?
Jerry, this is a set of 4 Hoosier tires that Jeff came off of the Excise Battery Ford. They're perfect. In fact, Ernie said they were stinking up the show. Well, I got bad news for you. This team says these tires are getting better as the race goes along. So as we approach halfway, Jeff Bodine's car and his tires are getting stronger. Same for the 8 car, although they did have the hint of a blister on the right rear under last set. The team says it's nothing to worry about, so the Hoosier cars should be strong as the race goes along. Obviously, the cool conditions aren't hurting them here today.
Well, Bill, it's nothing to worry about if you're Jeff Bodine, but for everybody else out there, it's a lot to worry about as you watch Bill Elliott come back in again for a scheduled pit stop as they put 4 Goodyear Eagle radials on that Budweiser Ford Thunderbird. And here is 2 and 3. That's the points battle. For 4th position and Earnhardt third position. Thank you. And Earnhardt will take that spot away.
Well, you're right. One of them, Rusty Wallace, is now 4th.
Okay. So while the field is stabilized a little bit, still chasing that car number 7. We'll take a break from North Wilkesboro Speedway. Back with more of the Holly Farmer 400 in a moment. Take a look at our Fram field summary. Once again, no surprise. Jeff Bodine is our leader.
And Mark Martin is being shown in 6th, just went a lap down to the leader. So now there are just 5 cars on the lead lap.
Man.
And look at those other cars. They're running good back there, but they're 3 and 4 laps down. How about the pole sitter?
Pole sitter Jimmy Spencer 5 laps down the McDonald's car. Jeff Bodine has just been dominating here this afternoon. Of course, he did what, a couple of years ago?
He did this race in 1992. He won in Bud Moore's car. And that was a rain-out deal. Ran it on Monday. And no cautions that day. We haven't had a caution so far today.
And Rusty Wallace. And there comes our leader, Jeff Bodine. Out of turn 4, there's the Excite Batteries. Now, Bodine wins this race. You have to give an assist to Jeff Burton, who did the tire testing here, as you've already heard a couple of times, as Ricky Rudd making his pit stop in the Tide Ford.
We'll see him making a chassis adjustment. Took 1 round of wedge out of the car. So the car is pushing just a little bit, the Tide ride.
Ricky was running in 13th position, 2 laps down.
Might make mention there are some cars that you haven't heard us talk about today. 6 cars did not make the field, as you see the laps on the green, which means we have not had the first caution lap as of yet. Last time that car, or that driver, we should say, won here this race 2 years ago. The entire 400 laps caution free on a Monday following a rain on Sunday afternoon. Here's the car number 2, Rusty Wallace, Miller Genuine Draft Ford down pit road. And Bill Weber is there.
Well, this is not a happy bunch of guys. Rusty was running 5th, but he's going to fall off the lead lap now. He needs to average 44 points per race to gain on Dale Earnhardt. That's not going to happen today, at least not in this race. Another quick stop. They haven't lost their concentration. 4th Goodyear tire. Earl has the mule in. Rusty's away. 15.7.
Whoa, baby. That is unbelievable. 15.7. Guys, my hat is off to you.
What a pit stop. Now, they did it back in the spring. They had a 15.75 last spring, which set the record for pit stops. They may have just broken their own record.
Man, oh, man, these guys are unbelievable.
And what Bill Weber was talking about is how much Rusty has to be able to gain to be able to win a championship. There it is, 44 points per race.
Dale Earnhardt needs to finish 8th or better, and today Earnhardt is actually ahead of Rusty Wallace in the running order, so that would really increase greatly after this race.
Yeah, because he said 8th or better in each race. That is if Rusty Wallace wins it.
Yeah, at least every lap, at least the most laps, you could say. There's Earnhardt in the car number 3. He's being shown in 3rd spot. Right behind him, Rick Mast in 4th position. And I think those are the only 4 cars on the lead lap.
That is correct, Jerry.
Now, last 5 races, take a look. Now, this may surprise you a little bit, but we're going to explain what this means. The points, actually, even though Wallace has won 3 races, Earnhardt has gained 4 more points than Rusty Wallace. And the reason is that 7th place finish Rusty had at Darlington.
And the 4th place finish he had in Richmond, Virginia, because Earnhardt has not been out of the top 3 in the last 5 races.
Hey, 4th and 7th, those are not bad finishes.
I tell you, if you lose points on the top 5 finishes, that tells you how tough the Winston Cup point chase is.
Well, it tells you also how consistent Earnhardt has been during all that time.
Exactly. That guy is one tough customer. Didn't he have a saying like that one time? One of his sponsors, I think, said
Wrangler, when
Exactly.
when Wrangler was sponsoring him. Here's Mark Martin coming in. Mark is being shown in 6th position, a lap down, and he's heading right down in towards turn 1, where the far end of the pits, and John Kernan is down in that area.
Mark Martin, who was running in 6th place, a lap down, will come in for a 4-tire change. Remember, the car had been tight all day. Well, apparently the last stop when they made the air pressure adjustment, they went a little bit too far. The car has been very, very loose. So this time, instead of making the chassis adjustment once again, they will try to adjust the air pressure. Left side tires going on lunch. Tyson, Jack Martin is down and away.
We'll see Martin going back out, and there goes the 40 car, and right behind them will be the leader, Jeff Bodine. So he'll come on the racetrack directly in front of the leader and should be able to maintain his position in front of the leader.
He's almost 3 laps down, but as you say, he came out in front of Jeff Bodine with his new tires. He should be okay. Kenny Wallace coming in the Hamlin Ford.
He's in 7th position, being shown a lap down as he comes down to Larry McReynolds and company. And there's Larry going to make a major, well, what, about a half a round?
Half a round. That's not very major. And he just about spun out a couple of laps ago. He made contact with Ward Burton coming off turn 4. Did Kenny Wallace. He got the car sideways. Did a great job, saved it. But they decided then he better come in and get some fresh tires.
Joey Russell, left front tire on. Good pit stop, 17.3 seconds, but that's good. But compared to 15.7, that's incredible.
It's a terrific pit stop, but you're right, compared to 15.7.
Kenny Wallace back on the racetrack. Our leader continues to be that car to the right of your screen, Jeff Bodine.
Jeff Bodine just put another lap on Morgan Shepherd in the sit-go forward. Morgan is having a tough day here today. He's 5 laps down in 26th position.
You know, last week in Martinsville, a lot of the drivers were fatigued during the race and even after the race. Bill Elliott, I know, had to have some fluids after the race. And you wonder, well, here they're running caution-free. There's not been a caution flag. Would fatigue be a factor? Not really. Not at this racetrack. And it's very cool today.
Here's Earnhardt coming into the pits.
His scheduled pit stop, 35 miles an hour. He was running in 4th position. Last car on the lead lap, and John Kernan, he's headed toward you. Jerry, they would have liked to have stayed out a few more laps, but Dale has been talking with Richard Childress and Andy Peasley over the last 10 laps about this set of tires. Dale said they are very, very loose, and there's something definitely wrong with that set of tires. So they'll put on 4 fresh tires, trying to tighten it up with air pressure adjustment as the hunt sides are now going on. Also, Jimmy Spencer's crew getting ready for him to come on to pit road. But Earnhardt waiting now in 0.8 seconds. As Earnhardt leaves pit right now, the car number 5 comes down pit road, and that is Terry Labonte. He was running in 2nd position. And he heads back towards you, John Kernan. Terrio radioed in just a lap ago, told Gary Dehart the right rear tire is worn out. I've got to come in for fresh rubber. Right side's going on. Out the left nut's tight. The jack drops. He'll come around to the left side as Terry Labonte sits in the car waiting. Left front going on. But Rick Mast is on pit road. Let's look at Bill Webber.
Rick Mast was 3rd on the racetrack, and now he's on pit road for 4th with your tires and fuel. He's having one of his best runs this season, hanging on to the lead lap. Not many guys able to do that today. Left rear, left front, Rick's the winner.
Good pit stop by Kevin Hamlin and the crew.
Good pit stop by the Richard Jackson crew down there, Kevin Hamlin. And here's the car number 24 coming down pit road. He is being shown in 6th position.
He's leaving the pits. He just made his pit stop as Earnhardt goes by.
Rusty Wallace trying to get a lap back with those fresh tires. What a difference a fresh rubber makes as he goes by our leader, Jeff Bodine.
Yeah, once again, now Rusty's being shown in 5th place, but he was 2 laps down before he made that pass. So now he would be 1 lap down and the distance.